Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
Okay, welcome to Art is Dead. We're gonna experiment and try something out here, which is kind of having like a full review-ish of like a full like real-time reacting to an entire movie and then posting it on YouTube and see what happens. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna show you this image. This image exactly. So if you can time up your version of The Dark Knight with us, then when I hit play, we should be around the same time, right? And then when you hear us react to something, you'll essentially be watching the movie along with us, essentially. I just want to see what happens. Just try it. If I like it, I'll keep doing it. If I don't, I won't. It's not for me right now, not about views. It's kind of get like because I have a weird like opinion when it comes to movies. So since I have that, I kind of want to be able to explain what I'm seeing and what I'm thinking, especially with a movie like this. Right, this is my favorite movie of all time. Black Swan might be tied with it, but for me right now, Dark Knight is numero uno. And, let's give it a shot, man. So, I'm going to tell you exactly when I hit play so that you can hit play at the same time, and then boom, you're watching a movie with Art is Dead. If you're that much of a fucking fanboy, you know? And hopefully, if this works out the way I hope it could work out, we do more and more. To be honest, I'd rather just be able to just watch a movie and then like you can see all the scenes directly and we can pause and point things out and all that shit, but copyright, you know what I'm saying? Until Jesus comes or the aliens come, we're stuck with what we got. So without further ado, I'm from this frame that you see on screen right there, I'm starting a Dark Knight. I will say the word play, okay? In 3, 2, 1, play. I'll go back to regular image now. Oh, the fucking Dark Knight, let's go. Oh, shit. Now, mind you, I'm going to be talking throughout all this, so, This, to me, is the best opening scene I've ever seen in film. Because of what it does. It's not just, oh my god, they're setting up a bank robbery thing. It's to tell you the philosophy of the joke, like his mentality, maybe even ideology of the Joker. Nice. I have a fucking volume button on my headphones. This is perfect. I wonder if I played it at like. What do you think would happen if I played it at really low volume? That wouldn't work, right? It'd be too loud. Get copyrighted stuff. I love this, man. Remember, in Batman Begins, the Batman character is trying to find out why people do horrible shit in the world, right? You see, one of the main themes of that movie was fear, all right? Like, and if you look at the world that we live in, fear does seem to play a large role in why people do horrible things to each other, right? Even if there's an empathetic reason for it, it's still the wrong thing to do. And usually people know that they're doing the wrong thing when they do it. In this situation here, contributing to the crux of the whole Dark Knight ethos, if you will. Like the Joker's essentially playing like the devil, right? He's getting one person to betray the next. You and your friends are dead. Like he set you up on fucking purpose, you dummy. Just preying off human faculties without any effort. He gets everyone else to do the shit for him. That's the beauty of the archetype of the character. Okay, that's a silly scene, but I accept it. Suspension of disbelief. You have to keep the lens of like moral philosophy with you, because if you lose that, you're gonna lose the movie. I understand it's a very fun Batman movie. I get that, but the little subtextual narrative there about not Gotham, but the world we live in as viewers, that's the beauty of the film. Also, with all the other cool shit in it, right? It's Batman understanding all the reasons why people do horrible things, right? In the first movie. And then in this movie, Joker is using all the reasons why people do horrible things to get people to do horrible things. He uses all the tactics. He can use greed, which might be represented by someone like Penguin or something. He can use, I don't know, fucking fear, Scarecrow, right? Normalize corruption like the mob, right? Falcone and Maroni are these guys. Two beings understanding the same principles, one using it to try to uplift people, and one using it to. Who knows what he's doing? Who knows what Joker's doing? Some of the acting's cartoonish, but it fits in a Batman world. The point is a deeper story, I think. This guy's got fucking Uzis. Damn, Batman saved the criminal. It's crazy, huh? So all you dumb fucks that were telling me about oh, Batman is he's a what is he? A neocon or something? He's a neocon or he's a capitalist or something or spends his time beating up poor people or some shit like that. He just saved one of the gangsters. Crazy, huh? It's almost like he protects all life or something. I don't know. It's weird. And once again, if you don't see the character built in Batman Begins, you should just go back and watch that. There's no reason to skip that movie. People are like, oh, there's no Batman in this movie. Like, no, it's built. The character's built already. That's how you do storytelling. Mhm. They kill Nolan for that line of I'm not wearing hockey pads. But like if you think about it, it's like, yo, I'm the real deal. You're full. That's why like we are night and day, bro. We're different beings, different archetypes, and the Joker can recognize that. Right? Which is why he eventually tortures one. Right? Tortures and kills one or kills one. The other guy's like, I don't want to kill you. You're my equal. So like there's certain lines that kind of give away like to show the epicness of the entire movie, bro. Uh, I think there's so many levels to it. One of the biggest ones, like the internal struggle. All right, like really like lock in on that moral lens, and then try to view the movie from that perspective, and you'll see those themes up and down the fucking movie. Like the internal struggle to do the right thing by your own standards, no matter what. And that's what Batman represents archetypally. He stays to his principles no matter what. If it's Rachel in trouble, if it's Gordon in trouble, if it's Alfred in trouble, if it's the Russian gangster, if it's Maroni in trouble, same thing. Same thing. And I think Harvey Dent would represent the let's say man of the times version, where they have the bells and whistles of being the good guy, but one bad day and they're turned to someone else. Right? We know the types. You'll see that a lot in politics. They're the heroes and nonviolence and all that. Then their friend dies and they turn into a bloodthirsty. Like, oh, you folded. Gotcha. Like, you folded. You're not a Batman. You're a Harvey fucking Dent. Easily moved by just changing aspects of your life around. You are not the immovable object, force of nature. That's why you're trash. As Harvey Dent walks in. It's again the bells and whistles of the clean white knight, right? But underneath the surface, underneath all this the pseudo shit, right? If you fuck that guy's life up, he's gonna fuck someone else up. He's gonna take his pain out on other people. Like even in these scenes where it's like it feels like he's a hero, he's not the hero guy. He's not. It's like, what happened to Aaron Eckhart? By the way, you guys in the Discord don't have to stay muted the whole time. I just wanted to just be more on topic, but you don't have to be like silent and muted. It's up to you. Not anymore. Also, archetypally speaking, for someone, an individual, right, the main self, if you will, the Jungian self, in order for them to develop existentially, they need that kind of Joker, kind of like parallel version of themselves. Like that's what's happening during moral scenarios. In all moral scenarios, what do I understand? What don't I understand? Yada yada yada. Right? And you're supposed to be able to maintain your principles through that whole, I guess, moral dialectic happening within your own head, whether it's in words or in whatever ideas in your head or kind of thoughtless thoughts, if that makes sense, like without words thoughts, images, situations, yada yada yada. See, like regardless of what scenario, Batman's principle, like they make it a big deal in the movies where it's like, I don't kill, right? I won't like murder someone or execute someone. I'm no executioner, right? So that means in any scenario given, no matter how much chaos is happening around, that principle maintains itself. Existentially, I think that's what we're supposed to be doing with our morals. Just setting things up. Just that's all I'm doing. Setting things up. All right. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of volume, guys. The movie will keep playing. Don't worry. There we go. Every character should be considered, I think. Like, just take a chance. If you're going to watch this video, take a chance and try to watch the movie. Almost like each character represents something. All right. And Bruce Wayne / Batman represent the entirety of human faculties. All right. Consider that. Or maybe the entire city itself represents the entirety of like all the collective of archetypes and psychological faculties and all that shit. Like, just try it, looking at the characters, like, do they represent something? Or is it strictly just for your own entertainment? Because I don't think that's the case, considering the research I'm aware of that Christopher Nolan put into the film. That wasn't just about Batman, right? He looked into Jungian psychology and historical figures and archetypal things, as well as Batman stuff, too. And that's the brilliance of the movie. I consider all of it. But, yeah. Ah, the Russian dancer. Yes. And if anyone calls Maggie Gyllenhaal ugly, I'm gonna give you a fucking rock bottom. I swear to God, I will fuck you up. Verbally speaking, you know. I could do it in real life too, but like, we're on the internet, okay? So psychologically, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. Leave Maggie alone. Sexy ass walk, bubbly Disney eyes. She's a fucking hottie, bro. Like, who thinks she's ugly? You're trash. You're gay as fuck if you think she's ugly. You're not in the girls zone. I shouldn't say gay. You're just not into girls. If you're a lesbian and you don't think Maggie Gyllenhaal is hot, you are straight as fuck, bro. All right, straight as fuck. But okay. Once again, I'm saying this like we've all seen this movie before, all right? So I'm not even gonna be thinking about spoilers, but just to make sure we're around the same spot. It's when the gangsters are in the meeting in the kitchen with the Asian guy on the TV, right before the Joker shows up, right? He is nobody. Just my diction. I remember when that moment happened in theaters. That's when everyone was hooked into it. That's the exact moment people were hooked. They're like, oh fuck. And they absolutely locked in on the movie at that point. And it became silent. The movie theater became absolutely silent. That was just cool, right? It wasn't it's crazy symbolism. It was just cool. Extremely underrated, like action movement director, Nolan. Underrated, I believe. Just like the idea of morals, there's no jurisdiction, right? Supposedly, you can't escape that. Can't escape conscience. That's an awesome scene, bro. He's like, "You're crazy." He's like, I'm not crazy." Like he means it. Just like Joker has no jurisdictions either. Like, oh yeah. I mean, but he is crazy. But he's not crazy. The character, I guess, is supposed to be crazy, but archetypally, he's not crazy. He's a necessary evil, if you will. They even say it throughout the movie where it's like, because of what you do, Batman, this guy, this aberration of the Joker pops up. And that's the same that happens morally. When you stand on firm moral grounds with your particular principles, something reflective happens. Where now it's just like Matt Hunter, right? In my comment section, where it's like, oh, you want to protect all life, but what about those ants when you're walking down the street, huh? You might be stepping on ants when you do that. It's like you have to actually consider that morally, right? You have to consider it if you want to go to if you want to be Batman level, right? And also, once again, the Batman character being a human without superpowers, right? But he does have superpowers. His superpowers is those psychological, moral, intrinsic things. Those are his superpowers. He is supposed to represent the best of what a human could do, morally speaking, right? Just like the Jesus character reflects that, or I guess Neo. Although in the Matrix they had a lot more woo woo with it, where it's like I like it for those reasons, right? The Matrix, where it's like ideas of heaven and hell and all that stuff, right? And philosophy and all that stuff. What Batman represents archetypally is like if you could be the best version morally, the best version morally of yourself, it would resemble this extreme discipline to your morals, and there's no, once again, no jurisdiction for it. Whether you're in China, in America, on Mars, Whether you're dead or whether you're in the afterlife, you're in this life, you're in purgatory, whether you're in your dreams, whether you're awake, whether you're anything, whether you're not in the scenario and you're observing it from the outside, like the morals are supposed to be with you at all situations. It's supposed to be immovable, right? The immovable object. And naturally, an aberration of the counter will approach that. Because as soon as you solve one moral quandary, one moral question, something else pops up. Right? So, once again, there's things that have to do with simplicity in this movie that were just in your face. But that's part of the beauty. It kind of masks how actually complex I think the storytelling is and what they're trying to say through the character. And I have evidence of this through the documentaries where you see Christian Bale and Christopher Nolan and these guys talking about the psychological aspects of the Batman character. It's like they're reaffirming the thing that I feel like I observed. And they actually try to implement that in our movies. Good luck finding that anymore in film, by the way. It's a rare, once in a while thing. But yeah. The fucking music. Darn it. There's no lit up, bro. Give me rated R. There's no lit up in the movie. It's epic, bro. Every single scene is trying to say something about the core themes of the movie. Like, there's no lit up. That is the brilliance. That's why, for me, it's number one movie I've ever seen in my life. It's constant. There's no breaks. This is about the scene where he has Gamble's gangsters, right? He's like, okay, we're gonna do tryouts, right? And throws a broken pool stick in the middle. Like, all right, guys, fight it out for who wins. He's using a similar thing as he did in the very beginning of the movie with the clowns robbing the bank. Like, I will use something to get you to do what I want. I will use one of these things that Batman understood in the first movie, like why people do horrible things, why they kill or rob or steal or whatever the fuck. Like, oh, and the bank scene is like, you'll do this for riches, for greed. You'll get a bigger piece of the pie if you kill more people, right? So when he opens the safe, kill him. So that less of a cut, your cut gets bigger because there's less people involved, right? Right there, he used what? Fear. Fear, like fuck. Where it's three guys, pool stick in the middle, and they're probably debating it within their own minds, like, damn, I've known Tommy forever. Will he just kill me like that? Maybe he would. Fuck. They start thinking about it and getting more paranoid, and then at some point, I assume they end up taking each other out. All right, and that'll play out throughout the movie, obviously. As you can see, even the other character, like Lucius Fox, right, Morgan Freeman, somewhat represents. This is Batman if he was like the archetype. If he was just a business guy, might behave in this such way. Right? In the first movie, he's like, yeah, we're no longer going to be giving the military all this weaponry and shit like that, okay? We're done with that. We're not going to become some greedy corporation that just robs from everyone and helps fund all the wars around the world. Like, yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. Now, some people in the beginning of the movie probably thought Harvey Dent. I mean, most people knew Harvey Dent is Two-Face, but if you didn't know, you'd probably be like, oh, Harvey Dent represents the lawyer version of like what Batman would be like. Like, nope, that's actually Rachel. Rachel actually represents that. If Bruce Wayne was a simple lawyer and he maintained the same principles, he'd be Rachel. Or like Rachel, right? If he became a nighttime vigilante, he'd put on a batsuit. He'd wear his fears on his fucking sleeve. Authentically wear it. And wear a mask for small talk. Dating Russian models and shit like that, or dancers. Some of the few CGI they use in the movie, I use a decent amount of CGI, not too much, though. But it looks dope. It looks good. And it's like seeing this in theaters was fucking amazing, dude. Like, look at that scenery, man. That's fucking beautiful. That's something people definitely have a problem with is Batman's fighting. I could see that. Granted, I don't want him doing. Let's be real. You got to keep the anime nerds away from shit like this, okay? Because they're gonna have Batman doing triple backflips and shit for no fucking reason, right? Like something in between that and what we get here in the Dark Knight, like his fighting style. It's like slow and grounded. It's not like you know where they do like fast forwarding speed and shit like that, which is to me ugly looking. So I like the regular speed. It's just you got some complication there, like as far as like actual combat. But by no means do I want some fucking triple backflips for no fucking reason, cartwheel kicks and all this shit. Get that stupid shit away from me. That's for the dweebs, bro. I don't need that. I mean, it's for the nerds. I don't need that shit, though. But they can definitely add some, like, there's Flash in combat sports. Just go watch Roy Jones. Go watch, Michael Venom Page. Go watch Anderson Silva. Like, these guys are fucking ninjas and shit. Floyd with his defensive stances. Ali with his foot movement. Tyson with his powerful foot movement and foot speed. You can grab some real inspiration from real combat people where it's not super flashy, right? Like, Ninja Turtles looking combat, right? Like, I don't want that. I love Ninja Turtles, but I don't want combat like that. If you want to make it grounded. Yeah, you don't like women if you don't like Maggie Gyllenhaal. I'm saying that right now. You better be fucking married or some shit. Otherwise, fuck off. I find her extremely sexy, especially that walk. Her overly girly walk. Oh. For half? Goddamn. Oh my god, the movie's just starting to. God. Even for like normie versions of like reviewing and watching a movie, clear as day why this is the Joker card. She's like, I don't give a fuck. She's out here. This judge is swagging. But even with normies, like, there's a reason why it's on IMDb like top fucking 4 movie of all time. It's like a Batman movie for real. It's like, yeah, go watch the fucking thing. And every single person I showed this movie to, they're like, yep, yeah, I see it. Older people, younger people, they can see it. Maybe not. Maybe not even like, in my opinion, how great the movie is, but they can see at the very least, at the very least, surface level, why the movie is good. It's Mr. Permanent Eyeliner, bro. He's Egyptian, bro. His eyeliner's on 24/7. God damn. I guess they hired the clown. Oh shit. Can you imagine this movie was rated R? It'd be crazy. Can you imagine this movie being rated R? That'd be ridiculous. Yeah, that'd be crazy. They let Heath Ledger direct this video, the the hostage Batman video. I think Heath Ledger directed any type of like handheld camera videotape shit. So once again, symbolically speaking, if you're wearing hockey pads pretending you're Batman, you get wrecked by the actual Joker because it's just the same. Once again, the same with like the morals idea. If you're claiming to stand behind certain morals, but fear could fold you, right? If fear makes you not act on your morals or something like that, that means the Joker can come in and wreck your shit. And that's what that scene was, as far as I understand. And also, awesomely directed by Heath Ledger. Like, that's a cool fucking scene. Hope. Guess again. Wait till Joker peels the persona of Gotham off and you get to see the actual insides. That's what the Joker does, bro. Peels back the facade and shows the real underneath. Here's the real internal workings. And Batman's supposed to be like, "Well, I'm there, so you're cool. Don't worry about it." Yeah. As dark, as horrible as things get, I'm still here. Oof. That judge was swagging too. It also shows the kind of relentlessness of the Joker, where he didn't actually get to these guys on their corruption level, but he's just like, "Oh, you're not gonna be corrupt? Oh, I'll just fucking kill you. Fuck it." God damn. The silence is kind of epic. They just heard a little southern drawl right there, but you don't know where the guy's from. I think he slapped some chick to fish with. That's one of my favorite parts of the movie. It's just hilarious to me. Hands up, pretty good. That's what Dubster. That would definitely be Dubster. Oh, you do pretty. Gets his ass whipped in 5 seconds. Gets walked past. It's like, oh. Not intimidated by thugs. It's like, you sure? It's like, you're gonna die. I agree. It's a hottie. Oh man. Like Joker telling a different story there is fucking awesome. Now when the fans feel like oh, okay, we have his motivation. Like the film viewers, they all right, we got his motivation. We understand why he's doing what he's doing. He's a tormented, kid with he got fucking, traumatized as a child and now he's like this. And they're like, "Nope." He convincingly told an absolutely different story to Rachel about how he got his fucking scars. Like it's basically why am I the way I am, right? It's essentially what he's saying to the audience, right? Yeah. Well, my little theory and idea is that the guy does not represent a human being, some person. It's like a force to challenge, you know, the Batman character and all the archetypes around him, right? The city of Gotham. But he said a different story to her to appeal to, like he's trying. It's like a virus trying to like I'm trying to get you sick. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get you sick by like I'll use whatever words are needed, and I'll use maybe the idea of, oh, women rejected me. That's why I'm like this, right? Like you kind of threw that out there a little bit. Yeah, the audience, not the characters in the movie, because they didn't see all the scenarios, right? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well, you don't know why he is the way he is. That's what the scars represent, right? Like why he is the way he is. Yeah. Maybe I'd go more like in the world of in the movie. What he's doing to the characters, I think, is to get them. Is trying to it's like a virus, like infiltrate their psyche, like penetrate their psyche, and be like have his own little representative inside their minds, right? So they get them to get them to do horrible things, right? You might attack them at different angles just to make that thing the case. For the audience, I think it's more to like it's for you to realize like this isn't just some guy. He isn't just crazy. Like what's going on here? What is this character? What like yeah, good. Not always. Not always. Hey, listen. Like the opening scene, right? Think about the bank robbery in the beginning, right? Where it's like, yeah, these guys would be doing it anyways, but would they start killing and taking each other out? I'm sure they got to know each other while they're like, it's creating a world there essentially. It's like, would they take each other out? Wouldn't let's say if they all got a million each, right? Let's say they would all get a million each for the job, right? But Joker secretly goes up to them one by one, like, yo, listen, we like, me, you, and this guy are gonna work together, and we're gonna take everyone else out, so we get a bigger cut. He tells the other three guys something completely different, right? Like, oh, we're gonna take them out, or no, or he's gonna tell the other guys, like, yo, listen, we're just gonna go according to the plan. We'll all make $1 million. But he creates like a little secret inner circle within the gangster, within the clown, bank robber guys, right? He's like, oh no, you listen, we're gonna take these guys out. And we're all gonna get 5 million instead of just 1 million. You're like, oh shit, okay. Without realizing he's the actual holder of the biggest plan, which is I'm gonna get them to take each other out. Then I'm just gonna kill the last guy, and I'll have all the money. It'll all be mine, right? Just appealing to them on some level. He might even use camaraderie with the gangsters and uses fear and like threats with the innocent people, right? Like, oh, we do this together, we can make a shit ton of money. Come on, let's work together. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird, manipulative style things. Oh yeah, yeah. And if the plan fails, it doesn't matter because he's like, all right, I'll just die, or I'll just kill you. If the plan doesn't, if things don't go according to a plan, like he understands, like sometimes things don't go the way you want them to, right? So he's like, all right, I'll just fucking kill you, or all right, I die. Like he's okay with both scenarios. The character, right? right? He breaks in. I'm gonna speak to this room full of gangsters, right? And I'm gonna try to make an offer to them to take out the Batman. It works, and they give me money, or they say like, "Fuck you, go away." Actually, kill this guy. He's like, "Nope, don't worry. I have a thing of grenades attached to me. I'll blow myself up. I will kill myself to kill all of you too." Like, oh fuck, and I'm not. And he's like, "I'm not afraid to do it either. I'll do it." Like he's at that level. But if things go according to plan, fine, awesome. Like he really is like a mind virus. It's just like getting people to betray each other and turn on each other and fuck each other up, whether they're well-meaning or not. Right? They could be well-meaning, and it could be understandable of why they're doing it, but yet the Joker can still get you to do this or that, except for this guy, except for the Batman character. And that's why the Joker's like so fascinated by him, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the black dude, Gamble, right, the gangster that he cut his mouth or whatever, I wouldn't be surprised that he insulted him a certain way, maybe based on background information. Who knows? Like, so little Gamble can bring a nickel to his grandma or get a nickel from his grandma or some shit like that. And that really pissed him off. He's like, all right, enough with the fucking clown. I'll kill this fucking guy. And then when he gets Gamble alone, he's like, he tells him the story about his dad was a fiend and an alcoholic and fucking, why so serious shit, right? Who knows if he's particularly targeting him with that? Fear is the mind killer, according to Dune. I think that's from Dune. Oh shit, Dubster's parties, man. Bruce, that's one of Dubster's parties. Stay out of there. Walk away, man. And once again, a lot of magic happens in this movie, right? The timing of things. But I get it, man. It's not the real world, right? The the real world they're trying to touch is through the themes, the storytelling through of about morality and archetypes and shit like that. This lady's acting is horrendous in this. No. At the same time, She's hot as shit. What happened to Joffrey? Where's Joffrey? Bring Joffrey back. This scene's hilarious. What makes you think I want to hear you talk, huh? I'm absolutely enjoying the shit out of this, bro. Watching this movie and then talking while I watch it. It's fucking dope, man. Oh. Damn, she didn't say it back, bro. Uh oh. Ah! I'm counting on it. Ah! The moral question, huh, Batman? Yeah. It was taxes, right? From me talking about the person from the outside, I'd say yes. He's not. No, he's not responsible. But you know, if you're Batman yourself, you may take responsibility. Right? You might own it. Yeah. Yeah. Are you willing to gamble with a man's life? See that? I love that. I love that. Like you don't gamble with their lives. Once again, this is one of the Joker's guys. He's like, you don't gamble with their lives. They're supposed to be the bad guys, right? And he's protecting them too. The principle applies no matter who it is. I love that. Well, he was willing to. But Jesus, what else? He had like the background shit, like this guy is paranoid schizophrenic. Type of minds Joker attracts. No! She's mine, Batman. I can't help it, man. I'm quietly in love with Maggie Gyllenhaal. She's like weird and slender and weird and probably a freak. I guarantee she's a dirty freak. And I love it. Ever since that spanking movie, I fell in love. What? Oh shit. Do I have your audio down on this account? I might have it down on this. Yeah, that is dumb low. I think you're watching like gay porn or something, Harrison, in the background, and I probably turned you down in the past. Actually, let me check everyone's volume. As I told everyone, he's not into women. So Maggie Gyllenhaal is swaggy and sexy. You would get nowhere near her. She wouldn't want some dweeby fucking beer belly fool. She wants a cultured man who's into spanking. No, she wants a sophisticated spank. And it's either me or Peter Sarsgaard, one or the other. That's right. I'm doing a full blown entire movie reaction to The Dark Knight. So I can explain why I call it number one all time for me. Yeah, just The Dark Knight. If this works the way I hope it works, I might do this for a shit ton of movies. Like I love doing this. I mean, Batman Begins will pop up at some point. Just if I'm gonna do this type of video reacting, I'm like, yeah, let's do my number one movie of all time, right? On my channel. I might as well do that. Makes sense. Yeah. It's just better. Like the idea is to start from like the first frame of the movie and be like, okay guys, I'm gonna hit play now. Everyone hits play. They can watch the movie while hear us reacting to it at the same time. If that works out, I'm with it. Yebro's the best. Ah, fuck. He muted. Anyways, go ahead. What did you say that again, Emblem? Be careful. Megamind? Oh, God. Just showing your generation again how you missed out. But sure. I have not seen it. But I noticed the guy with the giant fucking head. Pause. He's blue. Listen, every movie, if this works out the way I hope it could, then yeah, I'll be doing a shit ton of different movies. And they can't be in theaters, right? Obviously. Yelbro's the best. Yelbro's the best. Maggie Gyllenhaal is really hot. Damn, Harrison, you like Maggie Gyllenhaal that much? God damn. Yeah, they're both beautiful. It's just Maggie Gyllenhaal would spank me. I don't know if Jenna Ortega can pull that off. She might not be grown woman enough for that yet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fuck. This is, in my opinion, one of the best action sequences of all time. Just to keep. Just to make sure we're all at the same point here. This is the Harvey Dent turned himself in as Batman, and he's now in the police escort thing, being taken to jail. And the Joker has already set up traps and shit for him. So, but for me, all time, one of the best action sequences of all time. I mean, no words needed for how good it is. Like it's up there with Bloody Feet, fucking McClane, and Die Hard. You've never seen Die Hard? Oh my dear Lord! Lord help this poor fool. You see that? Like this is like it's funny and it's like it's good action, right? Where he's just using different, more damage built, more for damage guns, right? But the idea of it is like he'll do whatever it takes. Like, okay, that's not enough. Okay, I'll do more. Oh, this the story about how I got these scars is not enough to scare you. I'll do more. If it goes too far, I'll just kill you. Fuck it, I'll kill you. Fuck it, I'll kill both of us. Fuck it. That's the character. Some CGI there. CGI mixed with practical. That's fucking beautiful. Two, 2008. You tell me movies that look this good, that look that clean like that. You tell me. Who? Shut the fuck up, Harrison. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You shut up. Shut up. Goddamn King of the Hill fucking character ass motherfucker. Oh, I fucking love this sequence. I love when the sequence ends too. It's like god tier to me. That's so cool. It don't look like this though. This is different. There's more CGI. Fair enough. It's so funny. You see how they slam the truck into the side? Like it's like Stone Cold walking out to the ring, or just like sometimes they'll fumble and trip a little bit, but it like fits the character, so you don't care. It works perfectly. That's practical. That's practical. That's practical. Which is fucking dope. Rack 'em up. Uh, last time I saw him, I think was on the Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, it was horrendous. That's Marvel for you. I don't know. When did that come out? I don't know. I have not actually like fully watched that movie, so I have to see that too. Yeah, bro. Imagine an entire movie theater just dead silent watching this action sequence shot. By the way, that's that actor Nicky Cat, who I know from some Richard Linklater movies. He's definitely in Waking Life. I think he was in Dazed and Confused too. Or Dazed and Confused as well. Not some sort of second Dazed and Confused. Yeah. He's also in kind of a cool little drama series that was on Fox called Boston Public, I think the name was. He died? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I had no idea. This is fucking dope. This shit's. He missed. Oh, goddamn. Well, goddamn. That to me always looked ugly when Batman. Yeah, that shit looked ugly to me. But this is one of the coolest scenes ever. It like it shows you the character. So he's like firing a gun as he's flopping around. He's like running into wires. He's like fuck it, but he like it looks smooth though. Like it fits. It's like the way Mila Kunis moves around in Black Swan, where she's like fumbles, but she's like perfectly on point at the same time. It's like he's like, prove to me you're not that guy. The Joker's like, prove to me you are not that guy, so that it shows that I am that guy. He's like, fuck. Pulls out his fucking knife. I love this too. He kicks him and spits on him, dude. Fucking spits on him, dude. He's a fucking gangster, bro. That's such a dope. Like, this just tells you more about the character. It's so dope. He's like, he gets shy. He's like, dude, that's fucking hilarious, dude. He thinks your normal guy shit is hilarious. Just laughs at you. He has a gun in his hands, like, nah, I want to switchblade this shit. Oh my god. That was a little, like lingering on her face like that. Eh. can't believe I haven't seen Megamind. Stop it. Whatever. Whatever. I'm focusing Dark Knight. That is also a beautiful thing about the movie. No name. No. No name. No other aliases. Nothing in his pocket but lint and knives. His suit is custom. Everything's untraceable. Like there's nothing about the guy that screams human to the audience. Like, where is his human character? Like, he has to be from somewhere, right? He has to be like, he has to have a motive or something. But it's not there. I think for a reason. For storyteller reasons, because he's an archetypal character. He's a force of nature. He's not some guy in a clown suit. All right, sentimental. Fair enough. I'm okay with that. I'm just, about business. Oh, it's very cool. But the story is just too epic, man. Lighting's not about whether you can. How dare you? Sometimes we don't want you to see something. That's the point of the lighting. Zack Snyder. You mean grayscaled? Yeah. He used coloration that most people use for like when a character dies and they're in like purgatory or something. That's what he used for an entire film. That is the Zack Snyder thing. All right, epic scene. Which someone argued against one time. They argued against this interrogation scene, saying they explained too much. I'm like, they can explain this all day and night. I don't think the audience really gets the levels of themes and depth about psychology and philosophy, about morality that the movie actually goes to. Thus, they can say this to your face. Also, I don't mind them directly saying something. It's cool. Pause. He's trying to infect him. It's like, okay, this doesn't work. Audio's kind of off. The fuck? There's some religious iconography there. Okay. Toss you out like a leper. Or cast you out. Not even toss you out. Cast you out like a leper. Oh, he's talking to the audience. He's saying this about you, the audience, you dummies. Like, straight up. He's trying. See, He's trying to appeal to Batman with rule. Like he's like, okay, you're a rule guy, very strict to your rules. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to attack you by attacking rules. Shut up. You have nothing to threaten me with. He's like, pain's okay, death is okay, it's all okay. See, Batman has rules that he doesn't. He will not break. He has rules he will not break. But maintaining the anonymity as Batman is not one of them. He's basically all but say like, I love like Batman's not supposed to know Rachel like that, right? Where he's like in love with her like that. He's not supposed to know her like that. Who does? Bruce Wayne does, right? So he's willing to give up the mantle, the idea of Batman, but he won't kill anyone. No. Like he'll give up the point of like where it's like Batman could be anyone, right? He's willing to give up that idea for the sake of uh, Rachel. You missed the movie, my man. You missed it. Don't worry, I'll see if he figures it out. Listen, if you're a dude, if you're a chick, if you're a lesbian chick, if you're into women, then you're into Maggie Gyllenhaal. Otherwise, you're not into women. I'll put it that way. Maggie is half Disney princess and half indie rock chick. She's a goddess, bro. With swag. Real swag. Jake's trash. He's trash. But Maggie, bro. Fucking what's it called? Uh Not Safe House. What's it called? The fucking fighting movie. It's her. No. Well, that too. It's also horrendous. But this one's way worse. Roadhouse. Roadhouse. It's horrendous. Like I'm pulling your card for that one alone. Maggie is in legit artistic shit. She does artistic shit straight up. I saw it as well and also forgot about it. Okay, so guy with the old school rules. I know you're a freak who likes this stuff. It's like, nah, I'm a guy who wants to leave. Once again, suspension of disbelief. You know, there's no way that KOs everyone, but he's fine. Damn, he looks surprised, Harrison. You can guys see that was a quasi duct tape, PG-13. He, once again, symbolically, he's outside of their thing. He can move faster than them. He's ahead of them. Thus, he can do certain things that they can't do. Just on character alone. Uh, we'll see with Superman. We'll see. Well, lobby for Yelbro to make Superman. I'll get it done. I have ideas. He had somewhat had his chance. Didn't take it. He did the story for Man of Steel. I think he just gave him ideas, kind of like, oh, try this, try that, try this, as story ideas versus full blown execution. Once again, every scene in this movie, like, not every scene, but like 95% of scenes in this movie actually apply to they fall back to the theme and plot of the movie. Like, it works. It's not empty calories, if you will. There's some scenes that are just like you can see that MacGyver duct taped it together to make it work in the world or in the scene or whatever the fuck. But for the most part, everything is. I would beg audience members, fans, whatever, to look deeper into every little scene they see in this movie. That's how fucking epic this movie is. And if you watch Man of Steel, there's like hints of things, but then it turns into a giant, you know, royal fucking rumble, beat up, blow up cities because we're super people fighting each other type shit. Yeah. Yeah. But there's little things here, there, little things. It's just not like this, where it's like every fucking scene, man, every scene, damn near. That to me is fucking epic shit. Good luck recreating something like that. Good luck. Few and far between. Ah. We have the white knight in shining armor guy. But if you fuck around with his world, he may not have the same sustainability as a Batman does, right? Where he can withstand and maintain his morals. This guy might fold underneath the surface. And then you'll find out the White Knight isn't a White Knight. He's a Gray Knight. He's actually gray. Not necessarily. See, if things are going beautiful for Harvey Dent, if everything's working out for him, yeah, he's an awesome guy, right? But if things don't go right for him, if let's say the money goes away, or the suits go away, or the job goes away, or the girl goes away, all of a sudden, which is the almost not antithesis of a hero character, but like your righteousness is conditional instead of unconditional righteousness, right? Or I will do the right thing no matter the scenario. It is who I am. Versus on sunny days, I'm like this. On dark, cloudy days, I'm not so good. I'm not so nice. Right? Which is a warning for, once again, speaking to the audience about morality itself. Like, hey, when shit doesn't go right for you, do you turn into a fucking scumbag? Do you start, if you're against murder, do you start murdering because you had a bad day? Goddamn, Harvey. Well, at that point, it's not even about the other person. Like, that is the Batman character. Ever again? You're talking about comic books or the Nolan trilogy? Okay. I could give zero fucks about the fucking Batman comic book lore, animation lore, all that shit. I stick like this is the best version character wise of Bruce Wayne / Batman I've ever seen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Outside of this movie, this is the thing I stand up for. Everything else, I have no idea. I haven't seen everything. I haven't seen Batman in Shanghai and shit like that. I have not seen those things. Whatever. Whatever. Samurai Batman. Whatever. Nah. This is they built the character. They built it. Like a fucking prime Mustang. Like in its prime muscle car. Built brand new. Like here's every little inkling of the car. They built it. And now they're fucking drag racing it in this movie. They're showing you what it is now. With the ultimate reflection. The Joker, right? The guy that pushes your morals to the fucking limit. No. He what? That was in Snyder? I remember Batman giving guys scars to get raped in fucking jail. I remember that. Well, anyways, back to this movie where Joker burns a pyramid of money. He's like, I don't care about your fucking orders. That might be a little. Who knows? Maybe a little wink and a nod towards like like I don't know. I don't know. It's like people see so many different like ideas of the Joker character to where they like apply it to things like, oh, he means he's like a terrorist, right? The people that call this like some sort of favoritism towards neocons movie. Like, I don't see that. He changes the angle, just like the stories with his scars. You see the pyramid thing, which is kind of like maybe a little bit wink and nod towards conspiracy theories, right? Where it's like, oh, the Illuminati, he represents the Illuminati. He's like, no, I'll burn that shit down. It's something outside of those social phenomena. It's touching on something a little bit more weird. A little more weird. What's that? They believe in it. Like, as far as I understand, ideologically. There's a scene where Batman's like, "These are the type of minds that Joker attracts." Right. Well, let's be real. Outside of the movie, people bought into the guy's ideology. Outside of the movie, like regular people in our world, right, bought into the Joker's ideology of things. In Mumbai, yeah. Well, he didn't say like, "Yo, brother, you must do as much horror as you can. Like, you need to scare more people, okay? Do more, keep doing more, do more. Make sure the cameras see you, okay?" Ah, but how much money? It's a Joker. Once again, Joker. Let's say he's moving like a virus in a way. Uh, like yeah, maybe you won't rob a bank. Maybe you won't work for the Maronis or the whoever, Salvatore Maroni or one of these gangster guys. Maybe you're not a corrupt cop or something like that. Maybe just a regular person. Well, guess what? I can push. You can get pushed too. Whatever. Whatever. He, wait, what? Whatever. I don't know if that applies to the Dark Knight or not, the Dark Knight trilogy or not. But the point is that they go after like the regular people. Like you're not safe from these moral quandaries either. Like you're not safe from these moral questions. Everyone's up for sale, which would be what? That's like a force of nature. Now, granted, I think this force is ever present in regular human life. It's just we don't. Let's be real. Most people don't pay attention. They don't ask themselves these questions. They skip past it. Which is one of these characters, right? Salvatore. I think it's Salvatore Maroni, right? Salvatore Maroni's in this movie. We just saw Batman break his legs. He's Eric Roberts. They call him Sally in this. They call him Sal or Sally. The other guy, Falcone, he got wrecked in the first movie. That's Tom Wilkinson, the actor. Wilkinson. I think Falcone is the guy, the gangster in the first movie. That tells Bruce Wayne, like, listen, kid, get the fuck out of here. All right, another important scene, yeah, obviously. Well, once again, it's all important, but, yeah. Like, someone could actually believe this philosophy. See, I was appealing to him in a different way than he did with other people. It might have been intimidation, but Harvey might be at his last stop type shit, right? Or he's like, in his philosophy, yes. In Harvey's ego, he wouldn't call it scheming. He'd call it, I'm trying to do what's right. I'm trying to do what's right. It's like, are you sure? Joker's like, are you fucking sure, bud? Right. Correct. Righteous. With a capital R? It seems like he did some lowercase r shit. It's fair. Alright, there's no meaning in the world, so. Since there's no meaning, nothing means anything. Thus, when anything happens, it's fair. One of the greatest viruses, apathy. Like, for people to not act morally, pure apathy. And what is more apathetic than using chance as your decision making thing? Right? How do you make choices? You flip a coin. And whatever it lands on, I do. Is there anything more apathetic than that? I don't think so. What? Yeah. You trying to act on the world, right, is now relinquished to a coin and gravity and chance, essentially. It is the pinnacle of apathy. That's still awesome to this day, bro. They built a fake hospital to blow it up. Yes, I've said that a bunch of times. That the detonator didn't work initially, and then but Heath Ledger stayed in character and kept hitting the fucking detonator, and then it went off. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he ran into the bus, and they finished the scene. And it's like, holy fuck, that's magic caught on camera, bro. Actual magic. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, was that the case? Did he have an actual detonator? I think he might have. I think he might have had an actual detonator in his hand. But if he didn't, then he was just like a fake detonator, and the crew had to blow it up, right? And it didn't work all the way. They're like, what the fuck? But he just stayed in character. He's like, come on, man, what the fuck? Maybe. Oh yeah. Another awesome scene there where it's like, okay, it's time for everyone to be in the game now. You guys are all thinking you're on the sidelines. That's the writer and director's attempt to pull the audience, and like they're trying in every scene. I think they're trying in every scene, but that just made it extra more blatant. Like, I'm asking you guys what you would do in a scenario like this. Like, where would you be at in regards to this? Heh. Batman relies on you. Maybe people are willing to do good. Pause, bro. For people saying this movie's pro NSA spying on people, another scene that wrecks your shit, you dummies. Leave your political fucking little rabbit holes, you little bunny rabbits. Come experience some art, you fuckers. Some things are bigger than politics, you dumb fucks. Okay. Once again, no jurisdiction for Batman. He knows the idea of spying on people is wrong, but he's not actually spying on people. You know? He's not sitting around like, okay, let me listen to everyone's phone calls, like, for their own personal information or whatever. It's strictly for the Joker. Strictly for that. Because now he's infiltrated the psyche, the collective conscience of the population. He has fully infected it. And Batman has to find the root of the root cause. What does that mean, though? What does being Batman mean? And that's where you run into trouble. Represents what? Well, I don't know exactly what that means. But I do see like the Nolan version of what Batman means to Bruce Wayne. This is not true. Batman, Batman and Harvey. Or sorry, Jesus Christ. Batman and Bruce Wayne. choose Rachel in this movie. But Joker switched the addresses, one from the other. He switched them. And that's why he ended up in Harvey's room instead of Rachel's. He chose Rachel. Let's be honest. He chose Rachel. Just like Neo, right? When he's in the architect room and the second Matrix, right? I think it's the second one in the second Matrix, and he has a choice between saving all of Zion, a specified number of people from Zion that he could save, or going directly to Trinity and saving her. And without hesitation, every aspect of his psyche moves towards saving Trinity. Him himself and all of his thoughts and subconscious thoughts all move towards saving Trinity. But it does before Bruce. But it's to show you like the actual core, like in my opinion, the core of a hero is love. What is the biggest power in human experience? Is love not that? 100% it is. That's the superpower of superpowers, isn't it? Like when you're in love, like you feel like fucking Superman. Hate is just on the spectrum of love. The real criminal is apathy. Apathy is the real criminal in the room. If you think about it. Yeah. But once again, hate is just on the spectrum of love. You care so much about something that you hate it. Now imagine if the thing doesn't even matter in the first place. That's the scary thing. Most people call that psychopathy or psychopathy. That's the real scary one. As far as human behavior goes, hate you can navigate. Apathy, there's nothing there to navigate. You have to care first before you can do anything. Hate is understandable. When someone does something just with no feeling behind it, no care behind it, that, my friend, is the scariest phenomenon that humans can actually act in. Well, egotistically, they'll have plenty of answers if they're cunning enough. But at the end of the day, I do agree. Because they don't know what they're missing. But they do know what they're missing. Because they probably felt it at some point, experienced it at some point. Okay, the famous two-boat scene. This is not stolen from Spider-Man. This is a theme of the movie. Stop downgrading quality with lower tier shit. Keep bringing up other lower quality properties that are not like applying to how great the film is. I'm just saying. It's not. I see moral quandaries. You see two boats. Boats mean same. I see moral dilemma, moral questioning. That was a theme throughout the entire movie in the first place. But enjoy your boats, man. Enjoy your boats. Yeah. No, you're perfect. You're perfect. What's the word? Cannon fodder. For me to wreck your shit and prove my point even further. Thank you. Okay, so also the hostage scene where the clowns are actually the hostages and the doctors are actually the bad guys, right? to confuse you. Like, you can't use roles as moral reasoning, right? Well, he's a president. He would never do anything harmful. He's the president. Can't use roles. It has to be individual by individual. This is almost like an idea about voting, if you will. If you look at the two boats scene, it seems could maybe possibly could be related to voting. So like let me think about that. Where you anonymously do a vote for, see, like, because Batman doesn't just shoot everyone because of some of his rules, he has a chance to find out like what's the real inner workings of what's happening here. If he was willing to kill, he might have just killed that guy right there, or lady. So Batman has the vantage point that, once again, symbolically speaking, the regular people don't have, right? Right? Cops and robbers, right? But Batman sees beyond both of them, right? He sees more than they do. He has more understanding. What? It probably won't be, but there's something promising there. I'm saying, you don't hope it's promising? Nah, the last trailer I saw, something looks alright. Maybe something good could be happening. I'll leave room for that. It's about the messaging in the trailer. Like, I don't know how you would put that messaging in your trailer, then not use it in your movie. That'd be kind of crazy. But, you know. Yeah, but the once again, the messaging is there. Imagine, like, they put that messaging there and then not use it. That'd be horrendous. I don't know. See, it's like the idea of moral choice was in that trailer. I mean, but this movie is just different, right? Where it's like every fucking scene. It's just hitting you every direction in every fucking scene, seemingly. Or most scenes. That's how epic this movie is. Now, will it be that? I don't know. I doubt that, but maybe. Once again, the theme is there in the trailer. It's there. The theme is there. In the trailer, at least. It could just be word salad to make people think that something meaningful is happening, which happens quite a bit, especially in anime. But, yeah. Let's be real, anime does a lot of window dressing. They do a lot of window dressing of morality, but not actually touching the thing itself. I'll be real. Let's keep it a buck. It's dark. How do you know? It's raining. Like, okay, that's not what darkness means. As far as if you tried to like really describe it, like an attitude, a mood, a temperature, like really describe it. Hey, I'm still waiting. Maybe I find it one day. But this movie, Garen, there's no way around it. It is documented and explained. The title alone is already cringy, but you know what? I can work with cringy titles. Neon Genesis? That sounds horrendous. But you know what? I can work with bad titles. I mean, even the title of the movie applies to the storytelling. Like, it's different, bro. I'm telling you. There's things that are just different, and you're either at that caliber or you're not. Biblical doesn't mean shit to me. I want you to become biblical. Become that good. Become that good. To where it's like, yo, this should be like a gospel or something. Or a book in the Bible. Be that good. Yeah, don't fuck with Debo. By the way, Nolan uses like any actor. It doesn't matter if you're at it, if you're not famous anymore, if you are, like he uses everyone. Who? Kevin Hart is very famous, but guess what? Even he could do a Nolan film. But the TV show wasn't so bad. The plane movie was horrendous, and the video game movie was horrendous. But the TV show wasn't the worst thing ever. Oh my god, The Idol. The Idol is, I think, one of the best shows. It's up there. It's up there. It's a really good show. It's a really good show. Well, I have eyes and ears, and I think, not everyone does that. I understand that, but anyways, okay. Back to the Dark Knight. Probably the crux of the movie is this final interaction between Joker and Batman. This is to play with the audience somewhat. And I think it's a little bit of a message to the audience, like, yo, killing's never the answer. And I don't care how big and scary someone is, we can't just judge them as being a bad guy off rip, right? This guy's he's just a pussy, but no one wants to be that guy. Oh yeah. I mean, this is showing some faith in humanity that might not actually be there. Like I think in real life, someone might have just blown that boat up already. Just keep it a buck. But they're trying to appeal to the moral side of humanity. And then this is one of the worst lines in the movie that Batman says to Joker. What about these scars, huh? You see how he hits like a trance of like, fuck. Fine, I'll just kill him. Fuck it. I'll blow him up myself. That's probably the worst scene in the movie. That little portion right there, or not scene, but that portion of the scene. And then a callback to 1989 Batman, all right? The Michael Keaton Batman, where Nicholson falls. No, the first one. And now we hear the messaging of the Joker. Listen. The voice is crazy. I agree. He's like, "You're still fucking going. I caught you, bro. You're still talking shit." Which one again? Once again, I think talks about psychology. People associate dark with dark means evil, right? Bad, dark, bad. But no, it doesn't necessarily mean that at all. This fool is still thinking of movies or something like that, right? More, yeah, yeah, movies, more movies or anime or whatever the fuck to convince me that it's somewhere on this level. Which, but fair enough. Listen, my friend, I think we are destined to do this forever. I'm going to be once again arguing that the films I love are just tiers above your shit. And you're gonna try to convince me that yours is equal to mine when it's just clearly not. It's just not. I'm not gonna call it shit. It's just you haven't shown me that you see what's happening in films like this. You haven't shown me that yet. Once I see that, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, fair enough. Let's get back once again. Fair enough, but this is a Dark Knight reaction. So let me go back to the scene where Joker's hanging upside down. I know we're on to the Harvey Dent kidnapping scene. I'm sorry for everything. He's like drooling and shit. Gary Oldman's leaking, bro. Pause. But yeah. That's when, for me, when I first saw this, that was the scene where Joker's hanging upside down, and the camera pans, right side up, or I guess turns upside down with him. That like explain the archetypal nature of the characters themselves. It made it beyond just a guy who's a clown and a guy in a bat suit. It made it beyond that. Indecent men in an indecent, or decent men in an indecent time. Man of the times, bruh. I'm tired. There's language I use from this movie. Like I use it in politics because let's be real. If you just go about moral philosophy, talking to people, no one they fall asleep very quickly. But if you turn it into a topic about some sort of social issue, people like eyes open up, or at least a little bit more. Like you have more avenue to say things. But meanwhile, politics is it's a little, it's a kid's jungle gym, bro, compared to I think the deeper stories of human existence. In fact, I think it. Oh, good. No, I don't agree. That's not my metaphor. See, my metaphor is saying it is a jungle gym where there's nice little hula hoops and slides and loop-de-loops and monkey bars and all that shit that keeps you busy so you don't actually pay attention to maybe the deeper faculties of what it means to be a human being. Maybe there's something deeper there, a deeper story to be told, a deeper narrative to look at. And then we usually pass it off to someone else, to a church, to a movie, to a philosopher, to a cult member or a cult leader, to a political slogan. It always gets passed around and no one had... Is what? It does this for some reason. The audience heard me, don't worry about that. Point is, I think there's a deeper story to tell about human beings. And I think movies like this, movies and shows and storytelling like this, tries to touch those ideas. Like, what's really, uh, I guess I just started talking louder. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Sometimes it cuts out randomly. But maybe I'm talking more clearly or into the microphone better. Sometimes I'm like looking away and not realizing there's a microphone I'm supposed to be talking into. And I just like, you know, run my mouth, not even thinking about it. But anyways, yeah, I think there's a deeper story to this human existence, and I love art forms that try to go at that idea, like take a risk and try to describe it or showcase it or whatever. I love that shit. That's the shit I live on, bro. That's the shit I surround myself with. All right. Like my favorite movies to my favorite music to everything, my favorite thing. Like I surround myself, like I'm just surrounded. I'm orbited. If I'm the sun, I'm orbited with planets that are made up of my type of shit. Yeah. Planet metric. Wait, what? My dream film? Oh man, I've written that 10 million times already, but never thought of making a movie out of it. I figured that riddle out. This story that I'm so in love with, I could tell through any fucking genre, any medium, any character. I could tell it through all. Like that's how well, as far as my own my own version of things, I could That's how well I can navigate that. I can literally anything you want. It could be about Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. It could be about Barbie. It could be about whatever. A snail under a rock. Whatever. I can turn it into that because that is the main thing I look for and follow. And I surround myself with shit like that, bro. Straight up. If it ain't there, then I'm there. And I'll represent that shit. Like, yeah. Okay, we're getting to the... Yeah, good? No, I was just say like no, I was gonna say the movie like we're nearing the end of the movie, just for whoever hears this recording. But go ahead, go ahead. Oh, me too. Me too. But it's like when I see it, I know I'm like it feels like I know I'm seeing it. I could be tricking myself, but when I see when I play Fallout 4, right? It's kind of a fun game and I enjoy it. All right. But when I see Final Fantasy VII, I see the DNA of the shit I'm talking about. Okay, I see me there. The thing I care so much about, I see that in the game. When I watch The Dark Knight, I see the thing I care about so much in the fucking movie. When I hear metric, I hear the shit that I think that I'm feeling. I see it. Like it's like this for me. It feels like a quiet language that's just spoken by certain artists, but it's not really heard. Like most people watch this. That's the end of the movie, by the way. Uh, most people watch this and they see Batman. They see Batman. I don't see Batman, dude. I do see Batman because I love Batman since I was a kid. Always loved Batman. Right? Had a little Batman like Hot Wheels car. Loved fucking Batman. Michael Keaton Batman. Loved it. But when I see this movie, I see Batman as like the clothing of the movie, right? But the actual inner workings of the movie, I see something different, bro. Like an unspoken language in a way. And when I go to the Matrix, I see the same thing. When I go to Black Swan, I see the same thing. When I go to Final Fantasy VII, I see the same thing. When I hear a metric song, I hear it's the same fucking thing. And it's like, damn, is this some like quiet language I'm picking up on? Or even without that, is it a reflective thing where it's something I reflect on and put it into these terms or define the meanings this way? Thus, I still follow it because it's like, even if the artists themselves don't mean what I mean, I can still vibe out with the idea that I'm seeing. All right. And I feel it feels like these things represent that. Like they're externalized versions of the thing I feel in my mind or in my heart or whatever. Or my negative side negative aspects. All right, something darker or scarier. Like, okay, that still can be represented. Just like fears, right? If you're afraid of clowns, and then someone makes a clown horror movie, right? You can actually externalize your fear of clowns through a movie. There it is. Look at that. This guy can touch on my fears. Got it. He's a great horror guy because of that. For that individual, not me. Fuck clowns, bro. I'll fuck clowns up, bro. Look at dunked on. Oh, it's so fucking dope, man. And I played it at different portions of my life where like at first it's just a game that's fun, right? That I'm playing as a little kid. Then you get a little bit older, and maybe you understand a little bit more about politics, right? And you're like, oh, these guys are like freedom fighters or revolutionaries trying to stop, evil corporation trying to take over the world or whatever the fuck, right? But then if you actually look at it even deeper, there's more. It's more than just political revolution. There's something deeper to the story. The world has life to it, right? The 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 planet itself is alive. There's like a spirituality to the planet itself. It's not just some rock floating in space, right? So yeah. What, cloud? Oh yeah, the mix. Well, you can go probably even go conspiratorial there. MK Ultra if you want or some shit like that. Yeah, or well, yeah. I mean, I'll say this, then I'll turn it back to the Dark Knight. The best, some of the best way, in my mind, like one of the ways at least, not maybe not best, but one of the ways of showcasing how good one of your characters is to showcase how bad another character is, like a quote unquote villain or someone that a conflict building character, an adversary, something like that. Sometimes that can showcase. Sephiroth is the ultimate bad guy, right, in Final Fantasy VII. All right. Well, I only know seven, so in Seven, like he's the ultimate quote unquote bad guy, right? And bad guy. And what he represents is supposed to like play a role in regards to the hero characters. And we see that definitely in the fucking Dark Knight. What Joker is, whatever you think of him as, you can see the dynamic between him and Batman, the hero character. And for me, it's some of the best kind of you know, not yes, it's kind of yin yang, but I think there's a better word for it, but like a certain dichotomy between the two characters that clash perfectly together, like perfectly clash together. I think it's so fucking well made, and hopefully, if you were watching this recording and you followed along with the movie, that you could see somewhere of what I meant, or maybe you just understand what I mean, hopefully. But, I'm trying to use words, right? And that may not be good enough to describe what I'm feeling or what I'm thinking or anything like that, but I'm just trying my best, right? And hopefully this style of reviewing things works out to where we can actually somewhat do a watch along, right? Only with movies on streaming or whatever the fuck. And maybe if this works out, maybe we build like a library of content, I guess, of content, right? To where you can find maybe a movie you haven't seen yet, and you go watch it, then you come back to us, and you're like, okay, let's do a watch along. Let me play, Art is Dead while I'm watching, whatever movie, and then you get to hear us like in real time, like, all right, that scene was stupid right there. See that? That's fucking stupid. Or that scene's fucking awesome. See that scene? Fucking beautiful, awesome. And like I think it's better. Oh, like it's better reviewing than just sitting down and reviewing it yourself, like or like in a 10-minute video or something like that. I think it's actually better. The best form would definitely be like actually watching it with everyone, right? Actually playing the video, being able to pause it and say like, okay, see this scene right here? Watch this scene right here, like or whatever, right? Detail things. John Madden movies, fucking draw on the fucking screen and shit like that. Like, yo, see this right here? Bullshit. See this ball of like Poland Spring on the set of Game of Thrones season 8? See that? Terrible. It's horrendous, right? Which I did not catch initially. I saw on Twitter I think like the day after or something like that. But I did not see that when I was watching it, like straight up. I think I was so fucking wrecked by that season ending. And then, like Jody's Corner, it's all gone now. But when it was there, and he would do no. The channel's there. I'm saying their Game of Thrones reactions, like a lot of the videos are missing, and that shit was some of the funnest shit ever. To like watch the episode, then watch them like review it afterward. Like it's so fucking funny and cool. But we can't have good things because the world hates us. I'm telling you right now, Game of Thrones, when Jody's Corner had all that shit up and the code was there, sorry, Angry Joe got nothing on these fools, bro. They were the best. They were the best Game of Thrones reactors. Period. They were the funniest. They had the most poignant like points. They made points that were like legit. It was the best, straight up. And then they had YouTube deleted it. Yeah. Well, you probably missed a lot because a lot of their shit got deleted. To be honest with you, like years ago, got deleted. An entire video game? Hmm. It sounds possible. But then I'd like, yeah, I'd be able to like, I'd be able to show everything. Yeah. For me, I never played the remake, so it'd be the original for me. That's the one I grew up with, and then played like kind of like every so often, I would end up buying or downloading that game and playing it. And like okay, this game's fucking awesome. To down to the music, man. I love the music in that game too. It's so fucking. I love that music. It's it's fucking dope, man. But, even like that shit, I couldn't do it as a kid. Like the get like the golden fucking chocobo or whatever to get like the Knights of the Round fucking summon, right? I couldn't do that as a kid. Like I never figured it out as a kid. And up like with the internet, with more of the internet, I guess. As an adult, I figured that shit out and like did it. Like, oh fuck yeah. In between, all right. In between me, uh, not knowing anything, and then me as an adult, like just learning, like just doing it, like naturally in the game. I think in between that, I had like a Game Shark at some point, and just like put the cheats in for the have like the Knights that are around fucking summon to fuck Sephiroth up in the final battle or whatever, and some of the was it the Ruby machine, right? And there's the underwater fucking machine. Which are the underwater one took me dumb long to fucking beat. That took me a while to fucking beat. I won't lie. If you know what I'm talking about. That's everything, right? Somebody's got to walk away and come back to it. Pause. It's like Dubster and, some of his male relationships, man. He has to walk away and come back to them. He brings flowers and chocolates. All right, anyways. All right. Dark Knight. Let me give a rating. Let me give a recommendation and rating. Hopefully, like I'm doing this without like doing like a straight up like concise review. Hopefully you heard if this works and people did like an actual watch along as we're watching the movie, you might hear why I love the movie so much, like kind of in detail. I think, hopefully, uh, other than like cinematics, like there's cinematic things that are also beautiful in here that I probably mentioned. That the chase scene, right, with the Joker and the Slaughter pickup or not pickup, the 18-wheeler Slaughter truck, right, where he's like handgun, fuck, shoddy, fuck. All right, bring out the fucking rocket launcher. Let me shoot that shit out. That's fucking fun and cool action to me. I think it's clever. It's simple, but kind of clever, and fun at the same time. But also storytelling wise, because it shows the levels that Joker will go to get his means done or get his ends done. But yeah, hopefully you understand why I love the movie so much. Obviously, I recommend. And my grade, it's once again my number one movie of all time. I give this movie actually a 9.5. 9.4, 9.5 out of 10. Actually. And I'm not even bringing it, like, once again, cinematically. I've been ignoring the cinematic. I'm telling you, there are as brilliant cinematics in the movie as too. But I'm skipping that to go to the core of why I love it so much. Everything else is just bonus. Some of the cinematography, some of the action sequences, some of the acting. Those are things I'm ignoring right now for the sake of the core thing that I love so much. But I'm telling you, it's on par in those levels too. For the genre, right? Superhero movie genre. I mean, the image that you guys don't see it, but the people watching this video, they'll see this image. Like, look at that image. That shit is God tier. It's a God tier image. I can see, like, if this is just photography, there's no movie released, and they gave me this image, this realistic, photorealistic image of Batman after a disaster happened, right? I just see this image with the emergency guys working in the background with the fire in the background, right? Because the building blew up, and the scale of the building, the size of it, the scale of it, and Batman's there like with his head down, like some bad shit happened, but yet he's still Batman. Like that image alone, photography wise, is god tier. It is what it is. It's fucking god tier. So, maybe once again, I care more about talking about the messaging of films. Unless they're not really doing that, then I'll focus more on other stuff. But if I add all the elements together, this movie for me is a legit 9.4, 9.5. It is that fucking good to me. And no, what? No, I have not seen a perfect film yet. You want to know why? Because I haven't made it yet. That's why. As soon as I make that movie, I'll let you know. But for now, we're here. I mean, let's be real. The best movie of our lives is probably Our Lives. Let's be honest. That's probably the best movie. Where you see like something you did when you were 5 that just threads right to when you're 25. Right? And you're like, holy shit. When you're 25, it feels like that was 5 minutes ago when you were 5. Right? It doesn't feel so long ago. But if you reference like, a movie that you saw when you were 5, you're like, damn, that was so long ago? God dang. But if something that's like actually you, it feels like not that long ago. I don't know. Maybe that's just me or how I see things, but for sure, your own lives are your greatest movies, probably, right? Well, you should erase that memory because it's 2003 fucking Ninja Turtles. You should delete that. Delete that. Delete that memory. Go back to the classics. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not better than the original Ninja Turtles. You're out of your mind. You were out of your mind. Anyways, Donatello. Sorry. Anyways, he's a smart one, right? Bro, I kid you. I used to be little kid with I grabbed the broom, right, and pretend I'm fucking Donatello with with the staff or whatever. Pause. You gotta grab the broom, bro. Roll that shit around. Oh god. Oh god. I love all of them except Mikey. Mikey annoys the shit out of me sometimes. I still love them all. It's just Mikey annoys me sometimes. I'm like, dude, you're too much. Too much. All right, stop. Stop surfs up, dude. Like, stop that shit. Well, me and your sister are smarter people, and then for a reason. But anyways, anyone else want to say their grade or recommendation or anything about The Dark Knight they want to say before I end this recording? Please go ahead. Or forever hold your peace. Nothing? All right. There is your, I guess, full reaction to the entire movie, The Dark Knight, 2008. For me, my number one movie of all time. For others, probably not. But you know what? We need to bring back love for film in general. But well, yeah, it does feel like that. Fair enough. I can agree with that. But all right. There's your little, I guess, reaction. There it is. Enjoy it. Dark Knight, 2008. Yes.